Hi, it's your favourite Yorkshire demo here. This is Suzanne at hullahbaloo.com and welcome to another of my Simple Sunday series. So what's Simple Sunday? Simple Sunday is where I pick a stamp set or bundle and showcase it on the front of a card. The rules are it has to be a 3x3 square in which I contain the design. It has to be mounted on Whisper White. So as you can see, today's is the Freezin Friends bundle. So this is the stamp set and the dies put together here, saying life's better when we're having fun together. And how cute is this gorgeous little bunny? So I've layered mine up into a little snow scene here, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So aside from the bundle, I've used Memento ink and a couple of blends. So to start, I have my 3x3 square, which is in standard Whisper White. I've got a 1.5 by 3 square rectangle, which will be for my little snow scene. And then I have got a piece of scrap, which is where I'm going to stamp my little images. So here's the stamp set. So Freezin Fun. It's a cling stamp set, so red rubber. On the one that I've just shown you, I used this rabbit here and the big tree. And I think this time I'm going to stick with the tree, but I'm going to go with the penguin instead. So I've already got them mounted on blocks. I'm just going to grab my Memento ink pad when I can get the lid off. There we go. And then I'm going to stamp these two up and just pop them onto my scrap here. So there's the penguin. Let's get this tree done. There we go. We'll pop that to one side for a moment. We'll need it for the sentiment shortly. I'm just going to zoom in so you can see how I do the colouring here. Okay, so for the tree, I'm using Just Jade. So I've got the combo pack here of both the light and the dark. I always start with the light pen and I use the bullet tip. So all I do is where the tree is concerned, I think about where the shadow will be. And because the tree has these snow layers on it, I believe the shadow will be underneath where each of those layer lands and then down one side. So I'm going to do the same under each section, just adding the shadow in. And then I'm going to grab the light and again the bullet tip, and I'm just going to come in and fill those blocks in. And I just go over them once and then I'll come back in a moment and we'll do them again. And that's when we'll start to blend the colours together. I'll fill this one in too. So I'm really sad because this was one of my favourite stamp sets from the current mini catalogue. I don't know why I'm putting that away, I still need it. But unfortunately, it's that time of year where the catalogue is coming to an end. And so we will be saying bye to some stamp sets. And some, well, in fact, most of it, to make way for the new spring one. I showed a video on my blog yesterday which showcases some of the new stuff, and I'm very excited about that, but I'm sad to be saying goodbye to this stamp set because I love colouring these little animals in. So once you've coloured the tree in, I then use Light Pool Party, and then I give the snow some like glisten to it, if that makes sense. I don't like leaving it plain white, I like to give it some dimension. So I, on the same side and then on the bottom where that shadow is, I give it just a quick bit of a pool party dimension, and then it looks like so. That's ready to cut out. Okay, so pop those blends away. And for the penguin, so I've got Light Mango Melody. This is for his beak and for his feet. Now, I've based this on a cartoon penguin. as real penguins don't have bright yellow feet. They have like a greyish black. I'm going to do his hat and his scarf in, what have I got here? I've got Night of Navy here. Or do I want a brighter colour? No, I'm going to stick with Night of Navy. So like the tree, I've got the dark, and I'm just going to go with where I think there's going to be shadow. So I think on the bottom of his scarf there, and then where this piece goes behind him there, and again at the bottom. Same with the hat, down one side. There we go, and back in with the light. Now I'm going to leave the pom-pom white, and then we're just going to, same as the tree, go over it once, move on to the next section and go over that once, and then we'll come back and do the blending to form the full shadow. And then all I do then when we come back in, I colour over a second time, or I go badly out of the lines like I did just then, and then I just add a bit of blending along the shadow. And then back to the shadow and blend it out. And then same here, so over it one more time. And then blend that shadow out at the bottom. There we go. And then the final colour is, I've got basic black, the combo again here. And then I don't use the dark because I feel it's too dark with this image. You lose the outer line for it. So we're just going to colour in his little arms there. And then we're going to go down this side. I'm going to leave his belly white. There we go. And I'm only going to go over it once because I don't want him, while he's black, I don't want him too dark. Then finish his little face off there. And there we go. They're ready. So before we cut them out, and then just going to shape this piece ready for the snow scene. And I'm going to quickly stamp my sentiment onto the back square. So all I do with this is I pick which side I want to be my good side, and then I go in about halfway and I just cut what I'm just going to call a wavy line up to the top corner, like so. And there you go, you've got the snow scene ready. Okay, and then stamp the sentiment up in that top corner, and then we'll get ready to cut. So I used on that one, life's better when we're having fun together, so I'm sticking with that. Get that inked up. Is that good? And then just line this up on the grid pad so that I get a clean stamp. Brilliant. Now we'll pop that away. Okay, so that's ready. The snow scene is ready. We'll pop them to one side. We're going to die cut these. So these are the dies. And these are called Freezin Friends. So they do come as a bundle with the stamp set. So this one here is a little penguin, and that one there is the big tree. You can use this to cut a snow scene, but I find that on the piece that I've got, because it's quite small, it doesn't cut a big enough incline as I'd like. So I've got my, I'm going to zoom back out while we do this cutting. Let's see, go there. So I've got my mini cut and emboss machine. These are absolutely cute. I am going to So you use this the same as the standard one, apart from it's got a narrower base here, and it's got smaller plates. So the number 1, as you can see, is thinner than the base plate for the standard. So you need a number 1, a number 2, which is a cutting pad. Pop my piece of paper in there, and then we'll line these up. And then when I've got them lined up, washi tape might be good here because there isn't a magnetic plate for this. There we go, don't speak while I press that down. And through it goes. And I've just moved while I was doing that, but as in the grid pad, not the dies, thankfully. I'll straighten up. There we go, let's straighten back up. Okay, so then we've got our tree there, which is stuck to the plate. Pop my dies back on their little magnetic sheet. And then there we've got our little penguin. So pop them out of the way. And I'm going to just pop up my little embossing tool, and out of that goes. So there we go, we've got all our pieces ready, and then I'm just going to grab some dimensionals. So I want to put 2 on the back of the tree, so 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top. I want to put 2 on my little penguin, put 1 up here on his head, 1 bottom near his body. I want to put 2 on the snow scene, oh 3 sorry, 1, 2, put them on the right side, nope, can I get them off? No, we'll do it that way. We'll have a snow scene going the other way. 3. Right, okay, so let's assemble this snow scene. So we're going this way on this one. I'm going to have this little guy jumping at the bottom. Oh, do we want him jumping over here? He's not skiing like the other guy was, so he could jump down there, and then the tree can slot in behind. Yeah, we like that. Right, okay, so we'll pop the snow scene on first, this little hill. And then I've got it so that it's just at the edge there. Oop. Try lining that up without sticking my head in the camera for you. There we go. We'll pop the tree in now and throw dimensional backings everywhere. There we go. Right, so in goes the tree. Get it straight. No one wants a wonky tree. And then this cute little fella. So my son's obsessed with penguins. He'll probably want this card. And we'll make him about there, shall we? And then I pop this up onto a card front. So this card front is the full length of an A4 sheet of Whisper White. This is thick Whisper White, and I've cut the width at halfway, which is 4 1/8, and then in half down the middle, and just grab my bone folder to give that a good press. There we are, and then our little snow scene will go there on the front, and I'm going to pop this up as well like I always do. So 5 on this square, 1 in each corner and 1 in the middle. You don't want it caving in when you've got that beautiful scene. Move all these out of the way. There we go. and then pop these last ones off. What I do is when I pop it onto the front of the card, I press the top corner first when I've got it where I think it needs to go, and then you can still hinge the square to get it straight, and then there we go. So there we are, we've got 2 Freezin Friends Simple Sunday cards. Easy peasy. Which one do you prefer, the rabbit or the penguin? And I'll see you next Sunday for another Simple Sunday series. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and head over to my blog hullahbaloo.com, where you can find out how to purchase these goods, and you can also find out about my other projects that are on my channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.